What's up, everybody? This is Concrete Zebra with Craftmaster Productions and Studio1Tutorials.com. Today we're going to be going over mic will drum theory. What's up, everybody? It's Concrete Zebra, Craftmaster Productions, and Studio1Tutorials.com. This is a continuation on a video that I did a few months ago for BusyWorksBeats.com. If you want to see kind of how I got this drum pattern together, all you got to do is search mic will drum theory, and you'll see my video come up in your search bar. Now, what I have here is a pattern already pre-programmed, and what we're going to focus on today is the aspect of mic will's drum programming, which is probably the most enigmatic for folks, and that is the bus processing. A lot of times you'll hear a mic will beat, and you know, when he first started to really just stick out on his own and have his own unique sound, it was when he was doing a lot of the filters. And as you know, as he progressed, and kept pushing the boundaries of his own creativity, he went from filtering out just the whole master bus to doing stuff with drums, to doing individual sounds. Like it's been really great as a producer and someone who listens critically to music in that capacity to kind of watch his journey. So the way that you get things like this accomplished is you need what are called MIDI controlled plugins, and these effects are things like Looperator by Sugar Bytes, Gross Beat by Image Line, Stutter Edit by Isotope, Artillery by Sugar Bytes. And what these effects are is they are effects that you can put as an insert onto a channel, and then control them by MIDI. Things like Looperator aren't and also Effectrix. Things like Looperator aren't MIDI controlled, but the MIDI controlled are the ones that are the easiest to mess with, and they're the most expressive. So I'm going to go through a couple of those and show them to you. Now, the first thing that you're going to need to do in order to follow along is just go ahead and make yourself any old drum pattern. It doesn't really matter. The one I'm going to use is this one. Okay, so I'm going to use that drum pattern and kind of show you how we could take this and really flip it and freak it. Now, what you're going to need is your channels routed to a bus. If you have been slipping on that, if you're watching my channel and you still don't know how to make the template, if you don't think that it's important, if you want to be able to do production tips like this, you're going to have to get with it. So go to Studio1Tutorials.com, scroll down, you'll see 4 videos on a slider. The first video is how to set up your template. Go ahead and do that and come back to this video. Everybody else who's already taken the initiative and followed this down, I'll show you what to do. We have our drums going to our drum bus, right? So after I've went ahead and set up my drum bus, we'll start with, I'm going to put all the different type of plugins I use for this type of thing, and I'm just going to shut them off for now. So I've got that guy there. We've got Sugar Bytes, Effectrix. We've got, I want to show you guys all the options that you have so you can understand that you don't necessarily need all of these or any one of them. You just need whichever one you got. Let's see what else. Oh, I always forget this one. Native Instruments has a good one too. If you use, where's that at? if you bring up reactor effects on your bus, and so you go to our player and the finger, and then they have a plug, they have a preset in here called Glitch Chopper that has some pretty cool effects to it. And what else? And then of course, excuse me. No, I don't want that. All right, so here's 4 different options, and basically, for you're gonna want to have, let's say we didn't have any of these right here. Let's just hide all these, and you would want to add an instrument track, and you could name this Stutter or whatever you want. And then over here on the input section, you want to select which one of these plugins you want to control, right? So I want to control Stutter Edit. So I'm going to go ahead and control Stutter Edit. Now when I play this drum pattern, let me engage the plugin. Now when I play this drum pattern and I use my MIDI keyboard, I can cycle through different effects that are assigned to each key. So check this out. So that's just using Stutter Edit. Here is the finger, which is similar to Stutter Edit in that it combines types of stutter effects along with filter effects to make, you know, unique choices. So as you can see, you could program all different types of things with that. You know, write it in with the piano roll, and really, it's going to rely on your own creativity to make something that you like. You know, like something like that you could use at the end of a bar. And when you use them tastefully, you can really create a texture that is unique and kind of puts you in that same type of lane. Now, something that goes really well with that would be to take kind of like a filter and just low pass. So if you low pass your drums, do the Drake effect, Mike Will effect, whatever. So you got this going on. And then on top of that, you add the stutters. Okay. That type of thing. And then of course you would automate this and then go into a regular drum pattern. So say we did something like this, go to our Pro EQ, edit the automation, Zoom in, right? So say this is like the beginning of our song, and we want to start it, and then go from the intro into, you know, into the actual verse, right? You know, you got to play with it. There's there's other presets in here that you can use. This is really good. It's more one that you have a lot of control over. You just have to kind of mess with it enough to know what's what, and you can really string together some great effects. The reason why I like the ones that you can play the keys with is because it's not just one effect the whole time. You have, you know, literally like 60 different choices within each preset to get something that you want, which is really cool. If you're more visual and more grid oriented, you would want something like Effectrix, which is great. And basically it has these different effects here, and then you kind of lay them out on a grid. So depending on the timing of your song, let's see, let's go ahead and turn it on. So I could say that I wanted to add a, let's see here. Let's see, these are the beginnings of your bars, right? So you have your 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right. So say I wanted to add a, you just click and drag and you add like a vinyl stop right there. And then say right here, I wanted to put some type of stutter. Let's just see what we get. You know, put a phaser at the end of it. So you have different types of things at your fingertips there, and the way that you got to use something like this is that you're only going to want it to work, you know, for the intro or wherever you're having this effect take place. So here in the regular part of your verse, you don't want this to happen. So what you do is you go to this section here where it says auto on off. This is your automation. Click add remove parameters, select bypass. Go ahead and create yourself another lane by pressing this button right here and press bypass, name it effects bypass. That way you know what you're dealing with, and then all you got to do is shut it off like that. Okay, so we have that. Then we have Looperator, which is a newer plugin, and it's probably the one that I use the most. just because I like the sound. And it comes with just a whole bunch of different presets that you can use to kind of get what you want done. I mean, the first default preset is actually pretty dope. And again, what you would do is go to add remove parameters, make yourself a new lane. And then once you got to this point where you didn't want it, so those are pretty much the 4 most user-friendly and effective plugins for creating those types of stutters and chained type of events that you find in like a mic wheel breakdown. So what I would recommend to all you guys is to go ahead and, like, if you have complete, get familiar with the finger. And then from there, if you like working within that, but say you want more options, I would look at getting something like Stutter Edit. If you don't like working within that, then I would go ahead and head over to Sugar Bytes and download the demo for Looperator. Looperator is, I think Looperator is $99. You know, and if this is something that you're really passionate about in producing, I mean, if you can't save, you know, $20 a week for 5 weeks and then have a plugin for forever, man, you're lost. I don't know what to tell you, but it's a really powerful plugin, and I definitely recommend it. If you have it, get it. If not, set a goal, work your plan, and do what you got to do, because you're gonna find that it makes producing these breakdowns so much easier. And you don't necessarily just have to use it on drums. You could use it on everything. I mean, I use that thing on like individual synths and just anything that sounds cheesy that I want to add character to, samples, you name it. So this is Concrete Zebra with Craftmaster Productions, trying to take you guys through a little drum bus processing in the style of Mike Will. Just remember, keep it simple, don't be basic. Look into MIDI controlled audio effects, and we will see y'all on the next one.